Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that it's Friday. Long week, right? Everybody loves a Friday. And so I just wish you on YouTube and on Facebook, happy Friday. I'm going to check and make sure we're on here. I am Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. That's my blog. And I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm here with my little pumpkin, Ellie. She's got a really cute little outfit. It's Halloween pajamas. Look how cute she is today. She is just a doll baby and a nice big bow. I just have been waiting to kind of debut these things. I'm going to scooch a little this way. I think it makes us more in the center. Marcia, good to see you. And Marcia, hi Kay. I want to tell you something, Marcia. You asked for more than one card, and today I'm going to do 2 cards because you asked for it. They're similar, but one is a little more stepped up. And so, just because you asked, Marcia. Tammy, good to see you. Kay, thank you for sharing. Let me have Ellie turn around. I want you to see her cute little outfit. These are such cute pajamas. I want you to see her little feet. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? I just love this little outfit. Whoops, her bow got a little kooky. I love dressing her up. You guys know that. I really do. And she's just my little pal. She's right with me all the time. Marcia, thank you. Diane Emerson, hello. Good to see you. Cutest pumpkin in the patch. Mary Ellen, that is so true. My lighting is a little bit off today. I've been trying to get it just right, but I apologize if it's a little bit off. But welcome. Happy Friday. So, I don't know if you've heard, but we have a baseball team here in San Diego that's just going crazy, and our whole town is just crazy. Even if you're not a baseball fan, after COVID and everything, we are just so happy to have a team in the playoffs. So, we're just all super excited, and that's making everybody happy. So we're a happy group over here today. Let me see if I can just get a little bit more light. Okay, so like I mentioned, we are going to make 2 cards today. But first, I want to show you something really amazing. And my friend Roz, who's right on here, I'm going to put Ellie down. She's ready to go. And I'm ready to show you something. I'm just going to turn you down. My sweet friend Roz sent me the most beautiful card, and I just have to show it to you. Roz, I hope you don't mind, but it is the most amazing card I've ever received. She made the most beautiful card. Look at this, you guys. Not only is the front beautiful, but wait till you see the inside. I just have to show it. Look at this. Look at that inside. Do you believe that? It's the most beautiful birthday card. I kind of want to stand it up so you can see more of just how it works. I have never made a card like this, Roz, and you are prompting me to figure it out. Oh my gosh, what an amazing card maker you are, girl. And I am the lucky recipient of your amazing talent. Look at that. This is one for the books, really and truly. Thank you, Roz. It's out of control gorgeous. I think maybe that leaf might have gotten a little twisted. But, oh my, I just have to open it again. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I just had to show. Roz, you're an amazing card maker. All of you are. But this one actually just took my breath away. It really did. And I had to show it. Okay. Thank you, Roz. So, news. I want to talk a little bit about news. What's new? And one thing about news is my host code. So every month, some of you know and some of you don't know that I give away a gift If you have a place a $50 order in my online store, and you use my host code. It's a number that you put in, number and letters that you put in when you first start an order. And my host code changes every month. For this month, for my Facebook people, it's up above. And for my YouTube people, it's down below the screen. And if you use that code when you place a $50 or more order with me, I will give you a free gift. And this month, the free gift is the festive pearls. Let me see if I can get it so that you can really see them. They are gold, silver. It looks like a light blue. I didn't write down the colors, but they are amazing. And they'll be perfect for all of your holiday gift giving. So I just want to encourage you to use that host code when you place an order so you can get a free gift. Yes, I wonder that too, Roz. What is the name of that fold? Oh, thank you. You guys are all so sweet. You've been so sweet. You send me the sweetest notes. I just want to thank you all. I love doing this because it's so much fun. And I have so much fun with you, and I've loved knowing you and getting to know new ones of you. Roz, I'll go back and check and see if there's a written tutorial. You saw it on YouTube. Well, it is out of control. Okay, the next news is the starter kit special. I know some of you on here are already demonstrators, but if you are not a demonstrator and you love Stampin' Up! Products, which I assume that you do or you wouldn't be on this live, right now during the month of October, Stampin' Up! Is having what we call a starter kit special. I'm just going to adjust this just a hair so maybe I could get more light for you. A starter kit special. So normally you would pay $99 for a starter kit. You choose $125 worth of product, Stampin' Up! Of your choice, and it all ships free. So that's $26 in free product. That in itself is wonderful. But during the month of October, Stampin' Up! Has increased that to $155. So for $99, you get $155 in free product, and it all ships free. That's $56 extra in product that you do not pay for. And I have some ideas for you. Okay, ideas. So this is a special card that I made that I saw this on YouTube also, Roz. And we're not going to do it today. I'm going to turn you guys down just so that you can see it because I want to show this to you. This is a special card. I think it's maybe called a two-step card or something. I'll have to look back because I am going to feature it on my blog. But look at how beautiful that is. But the reason I wanted to show it to you is because it uses the beautiful new Fitting Florets collection. And this collection is amazing. And this is something that you can get right now if you get the starter kit. So right now, all of us as demonstrators are able to pre-order this beautiful collection. I didn't get everything out. I've shown it on my blog and on my Facebook page. It comes with 2 different stamp sets, a beautiful die set, designer series paper, beautiful little gold swirls. And you can get this right this minute. Well, I mean, you'd order it today as part of your starter kit. And I just want to tell you, it's the most beautiful. I have to put it down. I'm telling you, I have to put this suite down because it's so pretty. But these are the dies. They've got several ovals. In fact, on my blog today, I featured one of the other oval dies. And these flowers I cut out from the designer series paper, leaves, swirls, more flowers, more leaves. There's how that works right in there. And this is some beautiful evening evergreen gingham paper, another oval, and another sheet of the beautiful designer series paper. And I will be posting this soon. I wanted to wait a while until you can all get it, customers and demonstrators. But I wanted to show it to you to show you the beautiful products that you could get if you sign up as a demonstrator today. Pretty cool, right? Okay, let's just get started. So today, Marcia wanted 2 cards. She said, I wish you'd make more than 1 card. So we're going to make 2 cards today. They're related. They are 2 Halloween cards. And we are going to learn how to make our own candy corn. I usually show this around Easter, oh my gosh, around Halloween time, but I don't think I've made such big candy corns. And I'm going to show you how to make these candy corns today. And I've got 2 cards. This is the easier one. And then this is what we call stepped up. We've added a few things. And this is a little pocket where you would put a gift card, or you could put a note. And so, thank you, Roz. We are going to learn how to make this today. So let's just go ahead and get started. And the first thing I want to show you is how to make the candy corn. And so I'm going to start with my paper trimmer. You guys know the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer is, like they say, it's the bomb. Okay, it's great. It does all kinds of amazing things. So I don't know if you noticed, but anyway, it takes this type of a paper trimmer to make the candy corn. These are 2 different sizes. This is the larger candy corn and the smaller candy corn, and we're going to make both of them. So by the time we've gone through the second one, you'll have a pretty good idea. If you like this, you might want to take notes. I will be putting it on my blog. And I hope to put the measurements on YouTube, but it may not be for a day or 2. So we'll start with the bigger one. Okay, the bigger one, the papers we use to create the candy corn, not surprisingly, pumpkin pie cardstock, daffodil delight cardstock, and basic white cardstock. So to make the large candy corn, the piece that you want to start with is 3 by 3.5, okay? 3 by 3.5. This is how we're going to make our candy corn. I'm going to get my little old-timey ruler here. And what you do is you hold it in a portrait position so that that extra 1/2 inch, the long side, is this way. So the shorter side is here. This is the longer side. And I already know that it's 3 inches across, okay? So what we want to do is we want to make a little mark, and I'm just going to use my little old-timey ruler, and I'm going to make a little mark at 1.5, because that's halfway, but with the pencil, halfway between, and that tells us where we need to make the point of our candy corn. So what I'm going to do, this is the cutting kind of trough, they might call it. It's where the blade goes through. So what I want to do is I want to cut from one corner to the center, and then again from one corner at the top to the center to create that triangle. Some of you are more math minded. You may have a better way of doing this. This is the way I figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top corner right up where that blade is going to go right down. And then I'm going to put the point in the halfway point, right in the same kind of track. That's what it's called, track. And then I'm going to hold that down and run my cutting blade right through there. So there's the first side of the candy corn. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to put the top corner up here in the track where the blade goes, and we're going to put that little pencil point right down, that little halfway mark. And I'm going to hold real securely here and place that down and hold. And I hope I've got it held right. And we're going to run that blade, and there is our triangle. There's our candy corn. Now let's do it for the second one. As long as we're here, we'll just go ahead and do it. And this is for the smaller candy corn. So your measurements for this piece, it's a 1/2 inch less, 2.5 across and 3 down. So again, we hold it in the portrait position, and we're going to measure halfway. Let me move this out of the way. Halfway across down here, and so this is 2.5, and half of 2.5 is 1 3/4. I had to check my notes. So I'm going to put a little tick mark, a little pencil tick mark right there at 1 3/4. That does not look right at all. It's actually, that is 2.5, so it's 1 1/4. My mistake. I don't think that'll show. I think that'll be cut off. You guys know I'm a little bit math challenged. So 1 1/4. There's our tick mark. Okay, now we're cooking. So now we're going to trim that, and so you can see it another time. Top corner to the point, top corner to the point. Okay, let's get that right in there. I don't know how you would do it if you didn't have this paper trimmer. I know there are other brands. I'm sure there must be. I don't definitely know. But I love our paper trimmer for this reason. Okay, let's corner to corner, corner to point actually. I'm going to hold it there, and we'll just cut that. And there is our smaller candy corn. Okay, now we're ready to start working. Alrighty, let's start with our big one because it's a little bit easier to see. So I've cut, for this piece of candy corn, I have cut 2 strips of the colored cardstock, Pumpkin Pie and Daffodil Delight, 1 inch wide by 3 inches long. 1 inch wide by 3 inches long. The pink strip on my cutting board, Marcia, yes, I will tell you about that. A demonstrator in my group taught me about this, and let me get that little guy off of there so you can see. Okay, that pink strip I put on there. They told us to put it on there. We used glue dots. I think it's a little 1/4 inch strip, and that way it helps you to really see if you need to see these measurements, because this right here is marked with measurements. Can you see that? And it's pretty hard to see, so they recommended that we put a little strip of cardstock down there, and that helps us to see it when there's a type of fun fold, fancy fold, where you need to see these, and it helps you to see it better. Allison, good to see you. I hope I explained that well. Allison, we're making candy corn. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put these strips on here one at a time, and I'm going to use, you can use glue. Today I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and just run a strip across there, and then we're going to just put our 1 inch strip of pumpkin pie right there. And then we're going to do the same thing with the Daffodil Delight piece. And we're just going to tuck this right up under that, and that makes our colors for the candy corn. So there are our colors, and all we need to do now is trim. And we're going to go down the side and trim that extra cardstock off on both sides. I forgot, I should have done the corner rounding before I did this part, but I didn't, so we'll do it now. And you know, I couldn't believe it, I don't even have a corner rounder punch. We have one that's part of a trio punch, and I don't, for some reason, I don't have that punch. So I'm going to have to round the corners myself, which isn't all that hard. They're not as even as if you have the punch. Ooh, there's our little tick mark. I'm going to make sure to round that off. So we're going to round all 3 corners like how a candy corn looks, just like that. And then we'll round this one. Let's see. Okay, and there's our large candy corn. Not perfect, but good. And now we're going to stamp this little guy. And I'm going to get out my memento. Thank you, Marcia. Yeah, it wasn't my idea talking about that strip. I learned it from somebody else. Okay, so I am going to use for stamping today the Cottage Wreaths stamp set. And you would think, Peggy, why are you using the Cottage Wreaths stamp set? That seems Christmassy. And you're very right. I'm laughing at Roz's comment. You're very right. However, this is a very neat stamp set, and I want you to see, look at that. It has a little spider. I have to bring that up. And it has Boo. I love the sentiment Boo for Halloween. So those are the two stamps I'm using. And I'm going to get my little spider all inked up in that black ink. And I'm going to put the spider, I'm going to stamp it right here. Isn't that kind of cute? And then I'm going to do another spider right over here on this side, like that. I just think that's kind of cute. I mean, it's a pretty big candy corn, right? And then I'm going to put the sentiment Boo right up under there on the white area. And it's not hard to get straight. Of course, we'll see how it turns out when I do the smaller one. But anyway, there is the large piece of candy corn. I think it's pretty cute. Now let's look at the smaller one. This is the one that we cut from a 2.5 by 3 inch square piece of basic white cardstock. And we came to the center at 1 1/4. And now, instead of using the 1 inch strips, this time I'm going to use 3/4 inch strips. Reason being, it's a smaller candy corn, right? So we're just going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus on there and get this piece of pumpkin pie all lined up. And if you do have the corner rounder, again, I meant to do that before I put these on. I just forget. For some reason, I just get carried away. You could do the corner rounder first and round all 3 corners of the candy corn. Let's see. There's a little mark on that side. Here we go. Okay. And now I'm going to do the trimming. And while I do the trimming, I wanted to talk to you about candy corn, because I meant to do it in the beginning, because some of you hear the word candy corn and some people really do not like candy corn. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, they might just turn the video off when they hear that we're working with candy corn, because there are people have strong opinions about candy corn. I don't know if you know that or not. So now I'm going to round my corners. But you know what? You do not have to like the way candy corn tastes at all. You may not like the way it tastes, you may not want to eat it, and that is fine with me. I happen to love it. But you have to admit it's a really, really fun decorating item for the fall. I didn't this year, but in past years I've put candy corn in vases for decor. You know, you can sprinkle it around. It really is a fun kind of symbol of a fun Halloween. So I just want to say, if you don't like candy corn, you can still make a candy corn card. So again, we're going to do our little spider, and we'll do our spider down here, and then we're going to do our little Boo sentiment. Yes, there are many flavors of candy corn. Cindy, good to see you. Yes, I'm glad you love crafting. You don't have to like candy corn to make a candy corn card. But if you do like candy corn, it'd be kind of fun to give it with a little bag of candy corn, you know, like a small little, not a large bag, but tie up your own pretty bag. Okay, here we go. Now we've got our candy corn stamped and ready to go. So let's see what happens next. So for our simple card, the easier one, we're just going to start out with a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're just going to go ahead and fold and burnish that score mark like that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put on a piece of Black and White Designs Designer Series paper. I've really been using this Designer Series paper a lot recently. I really like it. And I've cut this at 4 3/4 by 3.5, I think. Excuse me. We could use this side, but I thought that the gray side looked better for a Halloween card because I don't like real creepy spooky, but I like kind of fun spooky, and I thought it might look a little fun spooky. Okay, so here is our larger, for this one we're going to use our larger candy corn, and we're going to put this on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is, you know, once you learn how to make the candy corn, you can make a whole bunch of them and just pop them on all kinds of things. In fact, I was even thinking, but I didn't have the time, you could definitely make a candy corn tag to attach to a bag of candy corn, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Tina, good to see you. Yes, you like the way it looks, but you don't like the way it tastes. That is totally fine, totally fine. You don't have to like the taste to make a card, a candy corn card. Now, here's what I think really adds to this card, and that is if you use some of the large, they have small and large black matte dots, and put a matte dot on for the spider's body. I think that just really, really adds a little, it really brings the spider to life. I mean, I hate spiders. I mean, doesn't everybody? But little ones stamped, I can handle. And doesn't that just look a little bit cute with that? It really adds to the spider's body. I'll just hold that up. So now we just can finish our card off in our envelope, getting out my Memento ink again, and we'll just put a spider or two right inside the card. You know it's fun to dress up the inside of the card. You guys are excellent card makers, and I know that you know that. So we're just going to put a couple in there like that. And then we're going to put, I discovered this earlier, I added the spider and the word boo on an envelope. So let's see, there's the spider. I may have this too low for you to see. Okay, there's the spider. And then I'm going to put the word boo right down under. I think that's pretty cute for the outside of the envelope. What do you think? Isn't that cute? So there is card number one. That's the easier one. Okay, now let's make the stepped up version. And for the stepped up version, let me cover my ink so I don't get my fingers messed up. We're going to start with a basic black card base, same measurements as the other one, as the first one. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we are going to add a piece of Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper. I think it might be unavailable right now because they sold so many, although it might have come back. I know they're trying to get it back. It's beautiful. I really like this Rustic Harvest, and I think it makes a nice background. And I love this side too, but I wanted it to show off the little gift card pocket that we're going to make. So we're going to just adhere this. This one is cut at, this piece of Rustic Harvest is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So now we've done that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make a little gift card pocket. It's called a pocket envelope. And I'm going to use these dies. I think this pocket envelope die is fabulous. We've used it before, but not for a while, and so I'm going to cut it out of a piece of that gray polka dot paper from the Black and White Designs. So let's just get out the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and this is really easy. This does, I'll show you the embossing and the cutting. It's really a snap. So that's why I could make 2 cards, because they're quick. They're quick cards. Yeah, I can tell by our timing. I just looked at our timing, and we're doing very well for making 2 cards because they're fairly quick. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to put this together. You won't even believe how easy it is. So here's the part that it cut out right here. and the die does everything for you. These two sides are kind of, they're scalloped. It did that for us. It also scored a little side panel and a bottom panel that we are going to glue. And I'm going to get out my silicone mat. It took me a minute to remember what it is. And then I'm just going to burnish the edges, or the folds rather, that were embossed by the die. And this is just so quick, just like that. And that is, I didn't get the mat for the burnishing, but I got it for, whoops, I forgot to burnish the center. I pulled out the mat for the gluing. Then it folds in the center, and we want to burnish that. Okay. So now all you do is put a few dots of glue on this piece and this piece, and then you fold this over. It is so quick and easy. Okay, so let's just put a few dots, a little strip maybe, but not too much because we don't want it to come out. And we don't want it to come into the inside to prevent the gift card from really getting in there. Okay, and then we just, I mean, I'm not doing anything. It's just gentle and easy. And press down, and ta-da! Look at that. Now see, a little glue did come out. And so you just need to pay a little attention to that. Let's hold down a minute to get it nice and dry. And there is, isn't that super cute? That cute little mini gift card holder, little pocket envelope. And so what we're going to do is, there's all kinds of other ways we could decorate it, but this is what we're going to do today. And let me find my other, what did I do with my other? Okay, so all we're going to do is angle these two just like that, and that's going to be our card. Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this flat. I'm going to use glue because I want this to really stay adhered if it's going to be holding a gift card. Kind of like that. I'll just press that down. Kathy, good to see you. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put our little candy corn up on Stampin' Dimensionals. But first, let's bring those spiders to life with our matte black dots. Here's one. It just makes his body just so alive. And there's number 2. And then we're just going to use a few Stampin' Dimensionals to lift this little guy up. It just takes 3. You could probably even get by with 2 if you wanted. Let me get some of it out of the way. I think making candy corns is fun. And cute spiders, okay. So we're just going to overlap the little candy corn like that. Isn't that kind of cute? I really like it. And now we also, because we have a black card base, we're going to want to put a piece of white inside for you to write on. And first I'm going to go ahead, we've got to put some spiders on the inside and on the envelope of this card, right? So let's just go ahead and get our little spiders on there. 1. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a little mark there. So I'm going to turn it over, as we are allowed to do as stampers. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. And 1. And 2. There we go. Oops, we better get our envelope done while we have our ink out. So we're going to put the spider right here in the corner and the little boo right down below. I just love this little boo. I think I would have bought that wreath stamp set just for this sentiment. I'm not kidding. Boo. It just makes me giggle. And you know what I was thinking? You guys might be able to use this for grandchildren. I don't have any grandchildren, but if I did, I would sure send them these cards if they didn't live near me. I might even give them to them if they live near me. I think I need to adopt some grandchildren. That's what I think. I do have a niece and a nephew that are little, and I should send these to them. Okay, here we go. Okay, look at that. 2 quick cards, quick and easy cards with quick and easy envelopes. Let's get our other one out here. There we go. What do you think? Not too bad, huh? It took us, what, 15-20 minutes to make those 2 cards? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked learning how to make candy corn. They're adorable. I agree, Marcia. Thank you. Let's come back, and we are going to award a prize here. Okay, so last week, the prize that I told you I was going to give away today is the Friendly Hello stamp set. It was from a celebration several years ago, and it's super cute. And as a matter of fact, that is the stamp set that Roz used on her beautiful card that she made for me. So you have an example of how to use this fabulous stamp set. So lots of you entered. And the winner is from Facebook, Polly Libby. Polly, congratulations. I'm not sure if I have your address. I have to go look for it, but I'm going to ask that you email me at Peggy@prettypapercards.com. Go ahead and email me with your address, so I'm sure I have your most current address, and I'll get this out to you. Congratulations, Polly Libby. I'm so happy for you. And the prize for next time is... Oh, here it is. I don't know even why I have this. As far as I was looking through my stash of things to give away, and I found this. It is the Seashells 3D embossing folder. So this is the prize for next week. I will be awarding it on the 28th of October. The Seashells 3D embossing folder. So if you would like to be in the drawing for this embossing folder to be awarded next Friday, be sure you put the word prize in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Facebook. And I want to give this away. I didn't even know I had this in my stash, so I'm really excited to give it away. Prize, please. Yes, I already see that. So thanks for hanging out with me today on a late Friday afternoon, early evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I just have to say, go Padres. That's our baseball team. We all want them to be in the World Series so bad. And if you live in Houston, that's who they're playing this week. Or I root for a lot of teams. Our little city just kind of needs this, and we're all so excited. So